That's another dry cleaning bill. It was a good performance, really happy with the way the guys fought hard in the second half, particularly when it got back to 16 all. We said it last week that the crowd was superb, really excited about that, really positive for the club. Club's hit 10,000 members and we're heading in a great direction. Yeah, we talked about that last week as well, and that's what we did. I said last week we're going to see a bit of that. The games, it's tough. We lost Curtis Sirenin early in the game. We lost him only a few minutes in, and that puts pressure on with the 8 interchange. And we had guys do some really courageous stuff. Woodsy played the first half straight. Obviously, Menafengai played almost the second half, which is great. Like, he played 35 minutes straight second half. We just needed him to. If he had to come off, we were going to be in trouble. We would have used our last interchange way too early. So there's a lot of fight there, a lot of fight from the team, and really, really impressive. I know you guys will talk about the finishing that we came up with, but it was the fight in our own half, the way that the forwards carried the ball. That was the key for me. It set a great platform for us, and really encouraging. Yeah, he was all right. He's one of those guys that I'm talking about that gets to play some of that footy and finish it off. And there's not many better finishers in the game, in my opinion. And so he appreciates what those guys in front of him did today, don't you, James?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think he's ready to stay at Origin, James?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we talked about that this time last year, and I didn't think he was, but played every minute of every game last year, and in my opinion, that's a really easy decision.
Are you ready to step up, Teddy, to get them on?
I think so. Obviously, just taking it one game at a time for the moment. So I had a pretty happy start to the season so far. Just want to continue that form, and if I do get the call up, take it with both hands, definitely.
What's changed for you this year, mate? Is it that experience you gained from playing the game last year? Is it sort of confidence?
Yeah, definitely confidence-wise. Coming into last year, played about 3 or 4 seasons, only a handful of games, and coming off serious surgeries. And this year, coming into pre-season, the body was feeling good, and just getting that full pre-season under the belt and starting the year strong was definitely confidence booster for me coming to the start of the year.
Pretty tough performance, wasn't
Yeah, it was tough, mate. It was an up and down game, I suppose. Especially at half time, we went in up by a try, so it's disappointing to concede that try straight after half time. But the boys dug deep, mate. We stayed nice and calm the whole game. I think in the past we'd sort of blow those games because we get a bit erratic at times. But that's what we just said. We're in the huddle, just got to stick to what we know best, and if we can just keep doing it, we've got a long way to winning.
Were you nervous at 16?
No, not at all. Why would you be nervous playing footy, mate? But you know what I mean? You've got to be out there. So, mate, when you've got players like Teddy and Brooksy and Moses, mate, they calm us down in the field. We spoke about in the huddle, just stop giving away those cheap penalties coming out of our own half, and we've got a long way to winning. And I think, mate, it's a big credit to Swasso, Stu and Timmy Grant. I thought they stepped up really well tonight. They laid the platform down enormous.
James, what did you think when they got 16 all up, being up 16-2 with the talk line amongst the backs?
I think having guys like Woodsy there as our captain, he definitely calms us down. I think we just sort of keep playing footy how we start the game. I think we sometimes go in a bit of our shell when in the lead. So having guys like Woodsy out there just keeping us calm. We're all pretty young. We want to keep playing, but sometimes just got to tuck the ball under and take our hits. And I think all the forwards did that pretty well tonight.
Jason, how do you think Luke Brooks slowed down his season going pretty well? Slowed down seamlessly?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the guys have been working hard at training, and the hardest part was getting through round one. I was excited about him coming back into the team tonight because I know how well we've trained, and he was playing really well in the trials. So the hardest part was getting through that, and to get through that with 2 points and and having coming back into the team tonight was a real positive. And you know, the guys out on the left side got a bit more ball. They got a bit frustrated last week because we had, with all due respect to him, Chris Lawrence playing 5'8" on the left side for a lot of the game last week. So Teddy wasn't going out there very often.
That's true.
Just put that kick by Moses in the 5th minute for the try, the first try. That pinpoint accuracy, a lot of that's probably practice, but is that some natural ability as well?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and we talk to the guys all the time about taking those opportunities with confidence, but it's about the practice and making sure that it's executed. You know, we scored a really long range try last week that people were talking about. There was a lot of passing a metre out from our try line, but every single pass was done with a lot of control. There's no pressure on it. It was the same with that kick. I'm interested to ask him if he knew it was, because I think we'd received 6 more, but he probably did, knowing him. But you know, it was just a matter of the kick being right, and he's confident enough that the kick was going to be right. So I'm not going to tell him not to do it next time.
So I imagine you must be happy with the way you've dealt with the setbacks. You've had obviously Robbie's not here. Luke Brooks is out for round 1. You just brushed that aside and won't rugby to.
We have to, you know, can't control those things. There's nothing we can do about them. I think it's a sign of the depth that we've built over the off season, you know, and the way that the guys have trained. You know, this isn't, for me, we're following on from the way we finished the season last year. You know, we played some really good footy at the end of the season last year, and you know, you guys are asking Teddy about his form. Well, I think he played that way for most of the year. But as a team, towards the back end of last year, we really played some good footy, and that's continuing, which is great.
Thanks, guys.